Hey everybody, Sean Cummings here from the Gourmet Grill at the Uptown Grocery in Edmond, and today I'm going to make a gourmet cheese sandwich. You know, they've got this enormous cheese aisle out here and great cheeses to work with. So I'm going to make an Irish grilled cheese sandwich. They're a little bit different. They have sauteed tomatoes and sauteed red onions, and then we cook everything in a little bit of a white bread that's pretty rare to find over there, but it's a toasted bread. So stick around. I think you'll enjoy this one, and it's pretty easy and anybody can make it. Now really dealing with pretty simple items today. We've got a little bit of white bread. I've got my tomatoes. A variety of cheeses. They've got these little cheese packs, and there's a different type of varieties there from smoked on. Tomatoes and our red onions. We're just going to start sauteing these and go from there. Throw in a little bit of butter. You can use anything you want, but I just use a little bit of butter. And we're going to throw in our red onions and some sliced tomatoes. We're just going to let these cook a little bit, and they're going to end up on top of our sandwich. Let me get our bread cut. Okay, so today we're dealing with a little bit of English white toasted bread. Not really that familiar over in Ireland. Usually they'll use a brown bread, but this will be a little more fun and a little more different. It'll make us a nice cheese sandwich. It's kind of like American soft white. Now we don't want our tomatoes and our red onions to overcook. We just want them sauté and cooked. I got my pan a little bit heated up, like every great recipe. You know what it starts with, a little bit of butter. Well, let's get our bread kind of moistened with butter. Rather than spreading the whole thing, I like to melt it a little bit. Rub my bread in it, put it to the side, melt it a little bit. Rub my bread in it. It's kind of the lazy man's way to go. Okay, so I bought one of these cheese packs, and if you have a look at this thing, it's great. It basically has 4 different types of cheese in it, and it's like $3.99. You just can't beat it. So, like any sandwich, we've got our cheese that's going to go on there and melt, and then I've got my tomatoes and onions over on the side. So we just want to kind of make sure these cheese are smaller, because these all actually come either sliced or in cubes. So I've got provolone, I've got Jarlsberg, I've got some cheddar, and I have some smoked Gouda, my favorite cheese. So I'm just going to kind of, don't pile it on. You know, just give everything a little bit of flavor. But like my smoked Gouda was in chunks, so I'm going to smash it with my fingers. It's melting, it doesn't matter. All right, let's get those things on there. We're going to throw a little bit of our tomato and our onion on there. And I know this isn't an ordinary cheese sandwich, but it will be absolutely phenomenal. Now let's get our other side on there. And the reason you want to push down on this, kind of get the heat going on the inside. You can cover this if you want, but I wouldn't. It's not going to crisp up as much. So give it a minute, I'll flip this over and we'll be back with you, okay? Now a good grilled cheese sandwich should be toasted like this. It shouldn't be burned, but toasted. Keep this thing pushed down and your flame on not necessarily all the way down, but you know, low enough so we can get this thing cooked. And it's going to be absolutely delicious. So another minute on this side. In the meantime, got some fresh strawberries right now that are actually a steal of a deal. So I'm going to do strawberries as our garnish today. Instead of doing a salad or anything, you can do anything you want, but I'm just doing it because they're cheaper. And they look absolutely fantastic. A little bit of time left on this. I'll let you know when we're ready to cut it. Irish grilled cheese sandwiches today. All right, I think we're ready. We're well toasted on both sides. Ready to roll this thing out. I'm going to cut it into fourths just to make it a little bit prettier. And we'll set these out. And they don't have to be 100% melted all the way through, but you want them pretty much melted. I can see some of my Gouda's not all the way there. And that is a marvelous looking sandwich. Can't beat that. Nice Irish grilled cheese sandwich. Love that. And for these and more recipes, uptowngroceryco.com. And remember, all of this is part of my Cooking 101 series. Simple, easy things for people that don't really know how to cook to make absolutely phenomenal food. Thanks for joining us.